Hey everybody, welcome to Comics with Bueller. As always, I'm Bueller. Today is episode 44 of Coffee, Comics, and Comments. This is where I show you some great books, I drink some awesome coffee, and I read some of your comments you guys left on my previous videos. So this episode should be a lot of fun. Not only is it the 44th episode, that's actually how old I'm going to be next month, so that's kind of interesting. But I've got a couple of very exciting events happening in my area that I want to talk about. But before we get started, we always start off with the coffee we're drinking this morning. And this morning, I'm actually having some leftover caramel frap. It actually was in my freezer. It kind of melted a little bit, so I put it in this cup. But let's go ahead and give it a shot. It's really good. It's cold. Like I said, it did melt. But caramel frap is actually one of my favorite drinks that I get as far as cold drinks. And this is brought to you by Mocha Express, located in Milwaukee and Portland, Oregon. If you guys are local, please check them out. If not, you come into town, let me know, and the coffee's on me. And let's have another sip. Like I said, it's a little melted, but it's still good. So like I said, there is an event happening in my area. You guys all know I like to cover the cons that head my way. Rose City Comic Con, Emerald City Comic Con, Wizard World, and Cherry City Comic Con as well, just to name a few. Well, there's a new con that I'm very excited to go to. It's going to be my first one I go to. It's called Washington State Summer Con, and I have to tell you guys, this is probably the best lineup of creators I have ever seen, and I'm definitely looking forward to meeting all these people. Let me give you a quick rundown from the Washington State Summer Con guest list, and like I said, these creators are off the chart. We have Jim Lee. We also have Jim Steranko. We have Roy Thomas. We have Chris Claremont, X-Men, come on. Also Jim Shooter. You guys are all familiar with the interview I did with him last year. We also have Andy Kubert and then Peter Tomasi, just to name a few. This is only a third of the guest list for the comic creators, and not to mention the celebrities that are going to be there as well. If you guys are interested in finding out more about Washington State SummerCon, I'll leave a link down below, and all the information you can find out there. I also want to let you guys know that there is a good chance that I might get the opportunity to interview some of these creators. And I also want to hear from you guys as well. If you had a chance to sit down with Jim Lee or Chris Claremont or Jim Shooter, please let me know what you'd say to them in the comments below. And if I get that opportunity, I'll ask them those questions. Alright guys, I know you've been listening to me talk for quite a while, but I know you guys like to see those books, so let's go ahead and get started. The first book we have up on our list today is this one right here, which is Brightest Day, number 17. I love that cover. I love that character, and when I saw this sitting in that 50-cent bin, it had to come home with me. I have another book, and this one has been kind of hot, and that's really the reason I picked it up. It's The War of the Realms, New Agents of Atlas, number 1. This was still sitting on the shelf at cover price, and then I was also able to find number 2, and this is a key issue, so I was very happy to pick that up yet again for cover price. Another book, and these were sent to me by Buff Muffin Comics, and these are awesome. You guys all know I get some great AOK sent my way, and honestly I am tremendously grateful for everything I get. And then all the books that are sent to me for the Bueller boxes, those are sent out right away. But let me show you the books he sent me for my personal collection, and he did send some for the Bueller boxes, and those are gonna be going out soon. Okay, so this one is really cool, and I did not have this at all. This is Death of Wolverine, number 1. That looks amazing. Thank you so much. We have Death of Wolverine, number 2. This is a 4-part limited series. Let me set those down. We have Death of Wolverine number 3. Awesome, awesome book. And then Death of Wolverine number 4 of 4. And these are all shiny covers, and you guys all know. Come on, shiny covers. But I have never read this series. These came out when I wasn't collecting. I'm so happy to add these to my collection. I'm definitely going to take the time to read them. And like I said, all the other books that they sent, those are going to go out in the Bueller boxes. I want to say thank you once again to Buff Muffin Comics for sending me these great books. They're awesome, man. Very cool. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get to some of the comments. And these comments are from last week's coffee video. And this first one is from Casey Vigilante, and I think I've read one of your comments before. It says, definitely look forward to coffee, comics, and comments. Great stuff. Also digging the collection videos. Love seeing people's collections, especially the older stuff like silver, bronze, and copper. Thanks for all you're doing for the community. Casey, thank you so much. I've said this many times. The coffee video is my favorite, but the collections video are quickly becoming my second favorite video to do. I love sharing my books with everyone. It seems like everyone likes to see what I have. And the last one was the Captain America, and I'll put a link to that one at the end of this one because it's the brand new one and you might have missed it. But I had probably around 60 books for the Captain America run, and you know, a lot of good ones, a lot of not so good ones. But you know what, I am going to be doing another collections video soon, and that's going to be Daredevil, so keep an eye out for that one. And Casey, thank you so much. The next one I have is I Have Telepathy. After listening to some of the comments, I thought I needed to say something. I watch a lot of YouTube videos regarding comic collecting. I really enjoy your show for many reasons, but the thing that I really like is that you don't sound like you think you are better or smarter than your viewers. You are not condescending, and you don't talk down the viewers. I love the new background, and keep up the good work. I Have Telepathy. This kind of makes me laugh. I'll just be honest, there's a lot of stuff I don't know, and I just kind of roll with it. And you know what, I'm having a great time, and the more people that I can get involved in this hobby, and I think I've contributed a little bit to it, I think the better. And honestly, man, I appreciate it, and thanks very much for the kind words. Very cool, thank you. Okay, let's set these ones down so I don't tip them over. Let's take another sip of my melted caramel frap. This should be better. Okay, and we'll look at these books. And this one, I went digging through the 50-cent bins, and I found Shadowhawk #3. And what are you saying? What, Shadowhawk #3? It does have a little bit of shine, but it's autographed by Jim Valentino. And I thought that was really cool. It was sitting there, and I've never had a book autographed by him, so I definitely had to pick that up. Next one I have is Avengers #227. Very cool book. I think that's like a second appearance of the Rambo or whatever. You guys got it. We have Avengers Assemble. This is 151. And I like this book because it has the Assemble on it. And I don't know if it's the only Avengers book that ever had that underneath the title. If it is, it's kind of cool. We all know the iconic thing that Captain America said in the Endgame movie. And there you go. It's right there. Next ones are some newer books I just kind of want to highlight. We have Stranger Things #1. This is actually Stranger Things 6 #1. If you're curious about this book, what it is a prequel to the first season of Stranger Things that was on Netflix. So this happened before everything that happened on season 1. Then we have Batman Last Night on Earth. This is a Black Label book. You know, I read it. The first part of the story I enjoyed. It kind of lost me a little bit after that. I don't know how I feel about the book, but I am going to give it another shot because it's only a 3-issue miniseries. So that's really not too much to dedicate your time to. So I will try #2, and we'll see where it goes. Last one, I have to show this one. This is Immortal Hulk #18. This excellent Alex Ross cover that's going to fall over, but I'm going to hold it. There you go. And we'll set those down, and we'll just set that back up there just so it looks cool. Okay, let's get back to some comments. And this one is from DD Bullseye, and this is actually a gentleman I met a couple weeks ago, Bob, and this is a very flattering comment that he gave me. I want to say thank you. And he said, I found Bueller through watching Comic Tom's videos. I realized I must live near him because he always mentions Mocha Express. I do. I met with him and had coffee with him twice. Both times I could have sat there talking comics with him for hours. He's definitely a brother and part of what I like to call my tribe. He really knows his stuff. I act like I know my stuff. Take him up on his offer to look him up when you come into Portland. You won't be disappointed. Great channel, great content, and a great host. Thanks for doing what you do and for being who you are. Bueller, Excelsior. Bob, awesome guy. Literally lives like 2 miles away from me. We are going to go hang out this coming weekend. There's a little swap meet comic book thing going on, and we're going to hit that thing up, man, and we are going to go crazy, and we're going to buy some books, because honestly, I need to restock for the Bueller boxes. But yeah, I met Bob, we had coffee, we talked comics, and you know what, very special day, and thank you so much, Bob, very much appreciated. Next one is from That Guy with Movies. I'm a movie guy, go figure. But you are one of my inspirations for collecting comics again. I used to collect them when I was a kid and just started to collect them again. I'm a big Iron Man fan as well. You are one of the greatest comic collectors on YouTube, and your channel is awesome. I don't know about the greatest, but I am definitely a comic collector on YouTube. But the guy with movies, thank you so much. You know, if that's true, and if I do give you a little bit of inspiration, man, that's awesome, man. You inspire me back by reading comments like that, by reading these rest of these comments, and by you guys taking the time to watch these videos, inspires me to do more and to try to make them better every time I do them. So thank you very much. That's very much appreciated also. All right, let's get back to some books here. And this one is special because I gotta put shiny books on here because Steven Spock always gives me a hard time if I don't. And this is Superman 695. We have the New Mutants Annual #1. I just like the cover. That's it. That's all there is to it. We have New Mutants #27, and this is a weird looking book, and that's why I'm showing it, man. I don't know what is going on. It's like a face monster, and it's kind of cool. And then we have the Omega Man #1. I like that cover. Wanted to show that off. And you know, we're giving Aquaman Adventure Comics #452 a little bit of love, because why not? Aquaman needs some love. And then this book right here, and I wanted to show this one because this is a key book. This is The Walking Dead #191. And 192 is going to be hitting this week. So 191, and I'm going to spoil something for you guys. At the ending of this book, someone gets shot. And it's a main character, and it's a cliffhanger. 192, which comes out this week, is the result, or what happens after that person gets shot. So this could be a key book, and obviously the 192 one will probably be a key as well, because it's a major character. If you haven't been watching or reading The Walking Dead, you might want to pick it up because they're changing the story quite a bit. Okay, let's go ahead and get to the last comment, and let's have a sip. Okay, so the last one is by my buddy James Gallegos from New Mexico, and James says, Bueller, you going to be doing any more Just the Keys anytime soon? Hope so. Anyways, another great video. James, I always tend on doing those videos, and I don't know. I do so many videos. I try to keep a schedule, but I'm bad at that. I'm just gonna be honest. So hopefully, yeah, I will. Do me a favor, if anyone's interested in Just the Keys video, give me some character ideas in the comments below. That way I can do some. I was thinking probably Deadpool, or I think Venom was one I wanted to do here pretty quick. But let me know if you have a character idea, and I'll see what I can put together. Hopefully maybe this week or next week or maybe next month. I don't know. But James, thank you very much. Hopefully you and your daughter are doing good. And the Bueller box is on his way, my friend. All right. Okay, last books I have to show you guys. And I know this has been a long video, but you know what? It's all good, man. Because it's a premiere video. And everyone loves the premiere videos. And speaking of that, we have Marvel Premiere. #24, Iron Man. And see how I did that? Very cool. This is one of those Mark Jeweler variants. And I despise those things, but they were in there and I just grabbed it. It's not a very good book as far as condition wise, but it's probably my only Mark Jeweler variant I have. And I've never seen what the big deal is. I know that they're limited and all that stuff, but it's a bunch of crappy jewelry that I used to look at when I was in high school and think it would be cool if I had a ring on every one of my fingers. Anyway, that's one of those. There you go. We have Conan number 12. There you go. Some older books, and these were all 50 cents. These were on sale. This is Justice League of America number 123, I think. The number is cut off, but I believe it's 123. And then we have Captain Marvel number 20. Very nice. And then we have Doc Savage, the Man of Bronze, number 2. I think that's my only Doc Savage book I have. Let me set those down. I don't want them to fall. We have Detective Comics number 450. Very nice. And this one, I think I showed on my Avengers collections, but I just got it not too long ago and it made it in that video. But this is Avengers number 84. I just really like that cover. It's not in that great a shape, and most of these ones I just showed you are not in very good shape. And you know, you guys all know I like that type of stuff. But just a great looking book. Like I said, I think that was 50 cents. And actually, it's missing the back cover, if I'm not mistaken. That's probably why it was 50 cents. But nevertheless, I really enjoy it. Let me take another sip. Alright, so those are the books. I also want to remind people, we're going to extend the 5,000 subscriber giveaway till next week, so you can enter this week. We got a whole stack of books and with some autographs and some really cool stuff that's going to be heading your way. So please leave a comment down below. Like I said about the Washington State SummerCon, please check that out. The link is down below for that as well. You can also go to maxprosupplies.com for all your comic book supply needs. Enter the code Bueller, you save 10%. The link is down below for that one also. Alright guys, I think that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for sticking around for episode 44 of Coffee, Comics, and Comments. This was a lot of fun, and I appreciate you guys waking up in the morning with me at 5 o'clock in the morning on Monday, Pacific Standard Time. Alright guys, thank you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe. You guys know what to do. I will see you next time. Bye.